Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel, Govind English Teacher. Today, a great speaker is here and he has been practicing communication skills and is giving motivation to other new learners. And he is Arjit Paul. Now he is going to share his learning experience. So let me, sir, first of all, let me ask a question. So many people they say that we have to think in English. But think in English very easy to the native speakers. But non-native speakers like us, it's very difficult to think in English. Generally, we think in mother tongue. Try to translate those things into English language. So, first of all, how we can overcome mother tongue influence and also how to think in English. What are the factors one has to mind to think in English? How one can develop think in English? And what are the factors one has to practice to learn how to think in English? Yeah, please.
Actually, when I was beginner, so that time lots of person they just tell me think in English, think in English. So I also tried several times. So what happened, means when I just started to think English, so only 1 to 2 minutes I just think in English, and again I just forget. I just come to in mother tongue, okay, in my Bengali language. Again I just tried. I think 1 to 2 minutes I just think in English. Again I just come back in my present moment. Okay, so I just tried several time. I think 4 to 5 times every day basis. I just tried 1 to 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 1 week, 2 weeks. But at the time, at the last moment, what happened outside from your home? When I just go to from your home, so that time means only for 5 minutes, only for 6 minutes. I just think in English. Again, I just go to in mother tongue. Okay, so these problems happen several times. Okay, so that time I thought if I think in English, so I think much better than if I practice at the first time in English language. After that, I just think in English. Okay, so I think that's better, much better. Okay, so what I think, I just keep in thinking English. I just practice at the first time. Okay, for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, I just practice, and after when my grammar is good, was good, and my vocabulary was good, and I was very fluent in English. So that time I just thought in English language. Okay. So that time when I just thought in English language, so continuously I just thought in English language. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes. Okay, sometimes 10 minutes continuously. Why? Why? Behind of reason is means that time I am too much confident. First thing. Okay, and that time means when I right now if I tell about I am thinking in English, so that time I am not hesitate to think in English. But when you was beginner, when you are not too much good in English, so that time you just think in English language, you will be hesitate with that. You are not confident with that. Okay, so that's why you just come back in your mother tongue. Okay, several times it has happened. But right now you are in good in English. I am in good in English. Both are fluent English speaker. Right now, if both are thinking English, so that time confidence will be gained automatically, and no hesitation come in there. Okay, and also you just understand very well in thinking English. Okay, but when you are beginner, what you are think in English language, you can't understand proper way. Okay, your mind also will be very feeling hesitate, feeling very awkward. Okay, your mind also. But right now you are not feel any kind of awkward situation. Okay, so for me, if you are completely beginner, so that time if you are comfortable, if you are suitable, if your mind is very active to think in English, so it's good. But 99% cases is happen, well, only 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks you just think in English language, and at that time you just left to think in English language. So that's why I just tell, if you are beginner and if you are normal speaker also, so that time you just practice at the first time with several kind of stranger, and when you are in normal stage, intermediate stage, so that time you can think in English proper way. Okay, so it's my opinion. Right now you can tell me.
Yes. So I'm going to talk about how to think in English. So thank you for your experience. And in my opinion, so how one can think in English, other language. First of all, you have to five important words: the what, where, when, why. So like that. So when you think what we are going to talk, and to whom we are going to talk, and where we are we are going to talk. So why we are talking? So if you remind all these simple questions, just giving answers for every. So what I'm going to talk, just give one or two sentences like that. So initially, what will happen by basing on the different WS questions? So automatically, and we'll have a thought formation. So we will get some concept. So we will get some content. So without content, we can't think. So to get the content, and we have to use those WS questions now. So what I told, why, where, when, how, yes, what, like that. So if you give answer to your questions, because automatically you can speak at least 1 minute. That what we call just a minute, jom. When you are able to speak 1 minute without any obstacle, any hesitation, so we have to daily, regularly, day by day, have to increase that 1 minute or 2 minutes like that. So it's not that much easy, but a rigorous training, real life situations, rigorous practice is very important. So by thinking like that, what will happen? So subconsciously, and will our brain will accept everything, and our mind thinks something. So we have to immerse ourselves. We have to involve the situation by immersing, by involving the situation, creating in a situation. So what will happen? And subconsciously, our brain works and automatically will forget that mistakes. So it is a psychological practice in this juncture, and we should not think what others are thinking. We should not think that somebody will judge our language. We shouldn't think other person. We have to think. We have to focus on only our concept, our idea, the content, what we are going to talk. So daily, if you practice like this, bit by bit, slowly, gradually, you can overcome the hesitation, the fear of speaking, but it will take some time. And further only, we must have patience, we must have passion, we should be habituated, and we have to be develop our confidence, we have to boost our confidence. So confidence is very important for a good communicator. So by following all these things, and one can think getting information is not important. The information what we are discussing, it is to be implemented in a proper way, focused way, possible way, peaceful way. Then only one can be a good communicator. But it takes long time. We have to wait for that. We have to practice and keep on practicing. So day by day, and our language fluency can be improved. So this is my real life experience, and one has to practice like this, and one can be fluent speaker. This is my idea, sir. Thank you, Ajit Pal, sir, coming to my live session. Thank you very much.